Mark Wade goes in there and has it rejected by Lewis. Gatlin down to Bias. Watch this.
Lewis. This is Carolina's biggest lead, 37-26. We're under 2 minutes to go. Alley-oop.
In the first round of the '86 draft, and here's the commissioner, David Stern.
I love
the Boston Celtics select Len Bias of the University of Maryland.
There he is, Len Bias.
Good afternoon, I'm Bob Goldman.
I'm Andrea Rowan. A local success story took a tragic turn this morning. Len Bias, the Maryland University basketball star on his way to becoming a world champion Boston Celtic, died of an apparent heart attack today at Leland Memorial Hospital in Prince George's
Chris
County.
Rich.
All right, everybody, it's been far too long, but I'm back with another one. And this video is about former Maryland superstar and second overall pick by the Boston Celtics, Len Bias. Len Bias, aka Leonard Kevin Bias, was born November 18, 1963 in Landover, Maryland, to his parents James Bias and Lonice Bias. Growing up, Bias took his love for basketball head on, and for high school, would play at Northwestern High in Hyattsville, Maryland. In 1982, Bias would begin his college career at the University of Maryland, and as a freshman, Bias was labeled as undisciplined. But that would quickly change in his junior year, where he led the ACC in scoring at 18.9 points per game. And by his senior year, Bias had become a generational talent. He impressed fans with his leaping ability and his ability to score the basketball. And all of this would be put on display for the world to see in a 35-point overtime victory against top-ranked North Carolina, as he capped off his senior year averaging 23.2 points per game and receiving his second ACC Player of the Year award. Celtics scout Ed Badger went as far as comparing him to Michael Jordan. And on June 17, 1986, Bias was selected with the second overall pick in the 1986 draft. The Celtics had actually acquired this pick in the 1984 trade, where they dealt guard Gerald Henderson and some cash to Seattle. And on June 18th, Bias and his dad had flown up to Boston for a ceremony with the Celtics front office, and also had brewing discussions about an endorsement deal with Reebok for 5 years, valued at $1.6 million, before returning home to Maryland. But the bad news for Bias is he would never see an NBA court again, with the events that unfolded on June 19, 1986. Upon returning home to Maryland, Bias would drive to the University of Maryland campus before leaving campus to attend an off-campus gathering before returning to his dorm between 2:30 and 3 a.m. And for the next 3 hours, Bias, his teammates, and his longtime friend Brian Tribble snorted cocaine. But at 6:32 a.m., Bias started suffering a seizure and collapsed. Tribble had called 911, but Bias was unconscious and not breathing. Upon the paramedics arriving, trying to resuscitate Bias's heart, he was taken to Leland Memorial Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 8:55 a.m. due to cardiac arrhythmia-related usage of cocaine.
From Television 9, Washington's news station, this is Eyewitness News at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Bob Goldman.
I'm Andrea Rowan. A local success story took a tragic turn this morning. Len Bias, the Maryland University basketball star on his way to becoming a world champion Boston Celtic, died of an apparent heart attack today at Leland Memorial Hospital in Prince George's County. Dave Statter is at the College Park campus of the University of Maryland with this live update.
Andrea, this is Washington Hall. This is where Len Bias collapsed early this morning in this dormitory here on the University of Maryland campus. He was talking to some friends early this morning when he collapsed. Doctors say he died of a heart attack.
4 days later, Bias's memorial service was held, and it included speakers like legendary Celtics coach Red Auerbach. And on June 30th, 1986, the Celtics honored Bias with their own memorial service, giving his never-used number 30 jersey to his mother, Lonice. Bias was buried at Lincoln Memorial Center in Suitland, Maryland. That's it for this video. Catch you on the next one.